Oh, he's not intro? Okay. It's good to be good, and it's better to be better. You can be much better if you try. Doing what is right is sometimes hard to do. Think about it this way and it's easier for you. It's better to be better. It's better to be good. It's better to be friendly. It's better if you would be a friend and wear a smile and do your very best to make each day a better day, much better than the rest. It's better to be better. It's better to be good. Wouldn't it be better if everybody would? It's better to be better. It's better to think twice. It's better to be thoughtful and it's better to be nice. It's better to be helpful. It's better to be kind. It's better to be sharing. And keep this thought in mind. It's better to be better. It's better to be good. And wouldn't it be better if everybody would? I'll be better, will you?
Good morning, everybody. I'm so happy to see you, and Shabbat Shalom, everybody.
Shabbat Shalom.
And Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.
And Happy Thanksgiving? No. All right, we'll just stick with Happy New Year and Shabbat Shalom. We're so happy that you're here to help us sing our songs and say our prayers and do the work that we have to do in our hearts this morning to remember how we want to be better in this new year, how to make things better in our families and with our friends. I'm so glad that you're here to help join us with this service. Before we move into our service, I want to make sure that everybody knows a couple of really important people. So first of all, sitting on our beam up here, we have lots of teachers that some of you have had, a lot of people that have helped us learn and grow together. We're really happy that they're with us this morning. We have Miss Paula here. We're really happy that she's here. We have Barbara Loester down there. We have Julie Sachs down there who are giving us some awesome music. And standing next to them is Cantor Simmons. Cantor, would you give us a wave? There's Cantor Simmons. In case you haven't met her yet, she's going to help us do some singing this morning. We have Rabbi Fixler over there. Give us a wave, would you? There's Rabbi Fixler if you haven't met him yet. We got lots of great new friends that are going to help lead us through this service this morning. And so they and you and I are going to turn to page 2. It looks like this. Today is Yom Kippur, the most important day in the Jewish year. It is a holy day, a sacred day. All over the world, Jews are doing the same thing, coming to synagogue. On Yom Kippur, we listen to the words of Torah and to the sounds of the shofar. We pray to God and think about right and wrong. We say we are sorry for some things that we have done and ask God to forgive us. By talking about the right things to do, we can learn how we can be better people. We promise to do better next year. On page 4, we're getting ready to begin to pray. The Baruch Hu prayer signals the beginning of our service. It tells God that we are ready to pray. It reminds us to think about our prayers. Will you please rise for the Baruch Hu prayer?
Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed.
Beautiful. You can take your seats. We're on page 5. This page is all about caring for our world. You can see a couple of pictures of people doing things to take care of the world, to take care of the planet, and take care of animals. We hope that all of us will remember to take care of the world that's so beautiful and so precious. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam yotzer or uvorei choshech oseh shalom uvorei et hakol. Praised are you, God, creator of everything there is.
It's good to be good, and it's better to be better. You can be much better if you try. It's good to give thanks for the world that God has given, but it's better to take care of earth and sky. It's good to be good, and it's better to be better. You can be much better if you try.
Page 6. We need God's rules, this page says, and you can see a girl who's skating down the road, and she is keeping her eyes open for that stop sign, because she knows that stoplight. She knows that a yellow light means wait, and a red light means stop. Sometimes the rules help us remember when it's time to stop and when it's time to go again. Ahavat olam Beit Yisrael amcha ahavta Torah umitzvot chukim umishpatim otanu limadata. Laws and commandments, rules and limits you have given us. Praised are you, God, you love your people, Israel.
It's good to be good, and it's better to be better. You can be much better if you try. It's good to given, but it's better if we mind them, you and I. It's good to be good, and it's better to be better. You can be much better if you try.
On page 7, you'll see there the words at the top of the page say we say the Shema. And when we say the Shema, it's a time for us to think and listen and concentrate in our hearts and in our heads about one God that looks after all of us together. So let's rise together as one big family. Let's take a nice deep breath. You might like to close your eyes so that we can sing this Shema beautifully from our hearts. Let's sing together.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed.
Beautiful. Let's take our seats again.
So on this next page, we're actually going to sing words not quite on this page. We're going to sing words that are this Ve'ahavta, our prayer about showing our love for God. And I want to teach it to you. It's really fun. It goes like this. Love Adonai your God. Love Adonai your God. Love Adonai your God. Love Adonai your God. Okay, so let's try that whole thing all together, singing and clapping, and then we'll keep going from there. Here we go. Love Adonai your God. Love Adonai your God. Love Adonai your God. Love Adonai your God. With all your heart, with all your soul, with all your might. You try. With all your heart, with all your soul, with all your might. Love Adonai your God. Love Adonai your God. Love Adonai your God. Love Adonai your God. Take these words that I command this day and keep them in your heart. Cry with me. Take these words. Take these words that I command this day and keep them in your heart. Here we go. Love Adonai your God. Love Adonai your God. Love Adonai your God. Love Adonai your God. Write them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. Write them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. Love Adonai your God. Love Adonai your God. Love Adonai your God. Love Adonai your God.
All right. Let's move now to page 9. This is a page about sharing, about acting kindly to our friends and to all the people we love. Since this is a page about sharing, I think we should share the reading. Let's read this all together. When playing with friends, we share. When telling a story, we tell the truth. That's how we show our love for God, by doing the right thing.
It's good to be good, and it's better to be better. You can be much better if you try. It's good when we pray and say to God we love you, but it's better doing things to show God why. It's good to be good, and it's better to be better. You can be much better if you try.
On page 10, there's a picture in there of somebody you know. Who is it? Oh, yours has you in it? That's weird. I thought it was a picture of me. Why is there a mirror on this page? Oh, I heard somebody give me a great answer. There's a mirror on this page because on Yom Kippur, that's a time for all of us to take a really good, long look at ourselves. To think about all the things we've done that we might be a little sorry about. To think about the words we've said that we wish we could take back. And when you remember something that you did wrong, you say, sorry. Look right up there at the top of the page. Uh-oh, it says, I'm sorry. Those are really hard words to say sometimes, but they feel really good if you're the person that's been hurt. So this is a time of year that we think about the people that we need to share our sorries with, the people that we need to help make feel better if we've hurt their feelings, and we promise to make this a year when we say all the sorries that we need to say.
It's good to be good, and it's better to be better. You can be much better if you try. It's good to tell God of the things that we've done wrong, but it's better if we each apologize. It's good to be good, and it's better to be better. You can be much better if you try.
On page 11, we have a responsive reading, which means I take some turns and you take some turns. We both have some lines. So you're going to read in the lines that are in the dark black letters. Can you say please when you ask for something?
Yes, I can.
But will you remember to say please? Can you share with your brothers and your sisters and your friends? But will you remember to share?
Yes, I will.
Can you show respect to your parents and teachers?
Yes, I can.
But will you remember to be respectful?
Yes, I will.
Can you listen, really listen when others speak?
Yes, I can.
But will you remember to listen? Can you show love to your family and your friends and respect their feelings?
Yes, I can.
But will you remember to show your love?
I will.
Can you help those who need your help and not ignore them?
Yes, I can.
But will you remember to help?
Yes, I will.
Can you take care of God's creatures and God's beautiful world?
Yes, I can.
But will you remember to take care?
Yes, I will.
Can you remember these things and try to do them?
Yes, I can.
But will you remember to think about them?
Yes, I will.
And when you do not remember, can you say you're sorry?
Yes, I can.
But will you remember to say you're sorry?
Yes, I will.
Page 12.
Say you're sorry when you're sorry, when you know that you've been wrong. Say you're sorry to another, and your heart will sing a song. Say you're sorry when you're sorry. It's the best thing you can do to make a nice warm feeling deep inside of you. Say you're sorry when you're sorry on this day or any day. If you're sorry, say you're sorry. You can find the words to say. You can say it with a flower You can say it with a touch. You can say it with a smile, and it will mean so very much. Say you're sorry when you're sorry. It's the best thing you can do to make a nice warm feeling deep inside of you.
So now it is time for us to read some Torah because it's Shabbat and because it's Yom Kippur. So we are going to turn to page 13 and get ready to get the Torah out of the ark, which means we all have to stand up as we sing Al Shlosha Devarim.
Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Haolam Omein. Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Haolam Omein. Al HaTorah ve'al ha'avodah ve'al gemilut chasadim. Al HaTorah ve'al ha'avodah ve'al gemilut chasadim.
Okay. It is, you can sit down. That's enough standing. It is amazing to be joined this morning by the Paynes, Jonathan, and Amelia, who are going to help us with the Torah reading this morning. Say hello so we can make sure your mic's on. Okay, it's not on. That was my fear. Yeah, say hello again. Tell you what we're going to do. We may scooch you over. Give you that. Say hello again.
Hello.
Yeah! All right, nailed it. Okay, here we go. So the blessing for reading the Torah is on page 14. If you are an adult who's had your bar or bat mitzvah, will you join me in saying the blessing for reading the Torah?
Baruch hu et Adonai Hamoram, Baruch Adonai Hamorak leolam va'ed, Baruch Adonai Hamorak leolam va'ed, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bahar banu mikol ha'amim, ve'natan lanu et Torato, Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Vaydaber Adonai el Moshe lemor, daber el kol adat b'nei Yisrael, va'amarta alehem kidoshim tihiyu, ki kadosh ani Adonai Elohecha.
And God spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to all the congregation of Israel, and say to them, You shall be holy, for I, the Lord your God, am holy.
The name of the Yom Kippur portion is Kedoshim, holy, which means special. We're supposed to be special because we are created in God's image, and one way to become special is to become a better person. Now the Torah will tell us some ways in which we can become better people.
V'charmecha lo te'ulel, u'feret karmecha lo taleket, le'eni l'lager ta'azov otam, ani Adonai Elohechem.
You shall not glean the vineyard, nor gather the fallen fruit of the vineyard. You shall leave them for the poor and for the stranger.
Those of us who have plenty to eat must share it with those who don't have enough. Farmers are called upon here to leave certain parts of their field for the poor. We do the same kind of thing today. We help feed them by bringing cans of food on Sukkot, by giving money to buy food, and by collecting it from others, and by working for organizations that distribute food to poor people who don't have enough to eat.
Lo tikaleo cheresh v'lifnei iver lo titein michshol.
You shall not curse the deaf, nor put a stumbling block before the blind.
Simply put, this means don't take advantage of other people's weaknesses. You don't trip someone with a broken leg, or talk about someone who is deaf and can't hear you, or tease someone who has something wrong with him.
Lo telech rachil be'amecha.
You shall not go up and down as a talebearer among your people.
We learn from this that we are not supposed to start rumors about other people or even pass them on if we hear them. Even if you know something is true, you shouldn't say it. If they want other people to know, they will tell them themselves.
Lo tikon v'lo titor et b'nei amecha ve'ahavta l'reyecha kamocha.
You shall not take vengeance or bear any grudge against the children of your people, but you shall love your neighbor as yourself.
This is most important of all, since if we do this, all the others will follow. If we would deal as kindly with others as we deal with ourselves, then everything would fall into place. We want to share. We don't want to be taken advantage of, and we don't want rumors spread about us. So we should treat others the same way, and we should remember to do this all year long, not just on Yom Kippur.
Ushmartem et kol chukotai et kol mishpatai va'asitem otam ani Adonai.
You shall observe all my laws and all my rules, and do them. I am the Lord.
The Torah portion closes with a reminder that these are the things God wants us to do in order to be better. If we try to do as many of these things as possible, even if we don't succeed at all of them, then we will be better Jews and better people.
Fantastic. The blessing after the Torah readings on page 14. Baruch
Atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah te'emet, b'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch Atah Adonai, Noten HaTorah.
Fantastic. Can we give a silent round of applause to Jonathan and Amelia? They did an amazing job. Yay. All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, now we gotta get this Torah dressed for the Torah and wearing any clothes. So,
Dress the Torah, we can dress the Torah. Dress the Torah we can dress. First we put the belt around.
First we put the belt around.
Belt around.
Belt around.
Oh, dress the Torah, we can dress the Torah.
Dress the Torah
we can dress. Next we put the cover on.
Next we put the cover on.
Cover on.
Cover on.
Belt around.
Belt around.
Oh, dress the Torah, we can dress the Torah. Dress the Torah we can dress. Next we put the yad upon.
Next we put the yad upon.
Yad upon.
Yad upon.
Cover on.
Cover on.
Belt around.
Belt around.
Oh, dress the Torah, we have dressed the Torah. Dress the Torah we have dressed.
We return the Torah to the ark. Page 16.
It is a tree of life to them that hold fast to it, and all of its supporters are happy. It is a
everyone remembers where they were when they heard the sound. It was like the loudest sound they had ever heard. Sirens and trumpets and alarms went off, and all the people in the town looked around and they had no idea why all this noise was going on. Just like that. And then they found out that the queen had lost her precious diamond. Her favorite, biggest, clearest, most radiant diamond was gone. And so she sounded the alarms, and everyone in the town started looking for the diamond. Look around. Do you see a diamond? It's big. You're not going to miss it. Look around. Look, look, look. And her royal subjects said, don't you remember when your royal carriage turned over coming back from the countryside? All of the jewels fell off the carriage. And we found the rubies because they were red. And we found the emeralds because they were green. And the sapphires because they were blue. And we found garnets and all the other beautiful stones. But your favorite diamond, we couldn't find it. It's just impossible. There's no way we're going to find it. And the queen said, find that jewel. Whatever it takes, find the jewel. And if somebody finds it and returns it to me in 30 days exactly, and not a moment later, I will give them 1,000,000 gold coins. So everyone started looking around. Look around. If you find that diamond, you're in good shape. Everyone, look around. Do you see maybe under, next to you? Look really, it's going to be a big diamond, something really, do you see it? I really, can you look? Can you all look, please? Start looking. A little boy found check out this diamond. A little boy, now you know why the queen was upset. A little boy found this stunning diamond. And he took it to his mother and he said, look, Mom, I found the diamond. Now we can turn it in and get the reward. She said, where did you find it? He said, I was just out playing by the flowers and I found this beautiful diamond. And the little boy's big brother said, oh no, we cannot give that diamond back, because the queen will think that we stole it. And the younger boy said, no, we must give it back. We can't steal. We have to. No. She's going to think we did something bad. It's too dangerous. And so you know what they did? Because whenever people don't know what to do you know what they do? They go ask the smartest, the most courageous, the most talented, brilliant person in the community. They went and asked their rabbi. So they went to the rabbi and they said, look what we found. It is the queen's diamond that everyone is looking for, but we don't know what to do. We can't keep it, of course, but we're afraid. What happens if we return and she thinks that we actually took it from her? And the rabbi, she said, give the diamond to me and I will take care and I'll figure out what to do. So the rabbi went back to her house. And all the townspeople, do you think they went back to their house? They didn't. They were looking in the rabbi's window, and they were waiting to find out what was the most brilliant rabbi in the world going to tell them to do. And the rabbi, she just went along her business in her house, and she waited and waited. And the townspeople kept coming back day after day after day to her house, and peering in the window and knocking at the door. Rabbi, what are we going to do with that diamond? The rabbi said, I'm taking care of everything. Don't worry. And the 30th day came. And do you remember what the queen said? She said 30 days and not a second late. And as the day got later and later, the people became more and more nervous. And they're knocking at the rabbi's door. Rabbi, come on. What are you going to do? And she said, it's fine. Don't worry. I'm going to take care of everything. And then do you know what the rabbi did? She took a nap. She got real tired. She laid down all snuggly in her little bed, and she took a nap. And the people banged on the door and said, it's getting later. And do you know what they heard? Gong. It was the clock in the tower. And it was getting later and later and later, and the day was almost up. And so the rabbi got up, and she gave a good stretch. Let me see a good stretch. Nice nap, good stretch. And she went to the palace. But she didn't go fast enough, because then the people heard gong, and she missed the day. She did not get there in time. And just after she heard the last gong, she walked in and said, Your Highness, I have your beautiful, radiant diamond. Look. And the queen put on her crown and looked at her watch and said, I said 30 days and not 1 second later. Rules are rules, and I bet you're returning it to get the reward. And the very wise rabbi said, No, I'm returning it because my people have a rule that we do not steal and we do the right thing because it's the right thing, not for a reward. And I understand rules are rules, Your Highness. Rules are rules. And because of that, I will not get the reward, but here is your beautiful diamond, and you are the most noble queen, and you have made the rules for this kingdom. And so the queen took her diamond, and she checked it over to make sure it was perfect, and it was. And the queen thought, what am I going to do? Rules are rules, and I have my diamond, and I said someone would get a reward, but it's very late now, and it's after. And she sent everybody home. And do you know what happened that night? Her royal carriage, when everyone was sleeping, went out into the town and knocked over 1 million gold coins into the town, and every house got to share them. The moral to the story, we do what is right because it's right. Rules are rules, and we take care of one another. Good Yontif, everybody. We continue with our service on page 18. As the ark is opened for Aleinu, would you all please rise?
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד. Few important announcements on this Yom Kippur day. We want to again thank Jonathan and Amelia Payne for helping to read our commentary this morning. Thank you for helping it to make sense for us. Thank you to our amazing Scout Pack for helping our ushering crew this morning. We really appreciate your help keeping us organized. If you've not yet made a reservation, please plan to join us for our Sukkot on Sunset Texas barbecue style on Sunday, October the 8th at 4 p.m.
All are welcome. The event is free of charge, but you must make a reservation. Please do so from our homepage. And finally, at the conclusion of this morning's service, we invite you to exit the sanctuary quickly to help us get ready for our next service. We turn now to page 19, and on this holiday morning, we share with you special words from our tradition, our priestly benediction.
May God
bless you and keep you. May God deal kindly and graciously with you. May God bestow favor on you and give you peace. Amen. And now on page 20, if you will all please stand up. Tradition tells us that the shofar blast carries out our prayers all the way from this special sanctuary to God. And so we recite our blessings before the sound of shofar.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lishmoa kol shofar. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehecheyanu v'ki emanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. Tekiah Shevari Teruah Tekiah Gedolah. About it this way and it's easier for you. It's better to be better. It's better to be good. It's better to be friendly. It's better if you would be a friend and wear a smile and do your very best to make each day a better day, much better than the rest. It's better to be better. It's better to be good, and wouldn't it be better if everybody would? It's better to be better, it's better to think twice, it's better to be thoughtful, and it's better to be nice. It's better to be helpful, it's better to be kind, it's better to be sharing, and keep this thought in mind. It's better to be better. It's better to be good. And wouldn't it be better if everybody would? I'll be better. Will you? Yes.